Hello you. If you're wondering why I'm dressed like this, it's because I'm trying to create the impression that it is autumn at the moment, which when this video comes out it will be, but this video is being filmed in the summer and I'm bloody hot, so I've got to get through it. But this is really a dedication to the Chicago autumn, or should I say the fall, because that's what Americans call it, of course. And I love the fall in Chicago. It's unlike anything I've ever known. I think partly because it has those neighborhoods, which are dotted around Chicago, here in the north where I live. We've all seen it in those 80s films, the dysfunctional family, they've got kids and the kids play around in their back yard or sometimes in the road and a car comes along and kills them. That's only in the horror films, not in the films I'm thinking of, which in fact they usually get on BMX bikes and go chasing after aliens. But they usually grow up on streets like this, and when you see the leaves coming down, it feels sort of romantic for me in a way. I mean, for an Englishman such as myself, it almost seems like it shouldn't be real, like it's part of a film set. You hear these rustling leaves and they're blowing around in circles, just little eddies in the wind. And people walking down the street with their pumpkin spice latte or whatever it is that they're calling them now. And it's so big city America. But not. I mean, you think of the big city as the skyscrapers and the hustle and bustle of downtown, but of course all of these major cities have these neighborhoods. New York is no different. And there's something quite marvelous about walking through these as the wind hits you. I mean, it's called the Windy City, not in fact though because the city is windy. It was actually a historical reason to do with politicians, I believe. But the fact is that there is quite a bit of wind in Chicago, and there was even before I turned up. So that was a joke about farting. But it's quite nice in the fall. It's not so nice in the winter. When you've got the winter wind hitting you, it's inhumane. In the summer, it just feels like it's kicking you while you're down. It's just pushing more humidity at you. But in the fall, I don't think there's anything nicer than that. It's the wind just blowing against you in the already sort of warmish weather. It's not by any means freezing yet. And it's quite beautiful. Everybody has their pumpkin, across the United States, never mind just Chicago. But actually, a fun fact is that Illinois, I think, is the highest producer of pumpkins in the land and probably the world. But maybe even the universe. I can't imagine that the pumpkins exist out there on Pluto, or much less planets beyond our solar system. This is getting very deep. We're talking about pumpkins. I cherish it because it's the last period in the year, of course, where you can leave the house without gloves. And that really is Chicago's autumn in a nutshell. And so I'm going to go and celebrate by drinking some lovely autumn apple cider. And I've just remembered it is actually still summer as I film this, so I'm probably just going to drink water